everyone. Welcome, welcome. Woo, woo, woo. It is the last day of June.
Yep.
So the last day of Pride Month. So we're doing it up again. Just happy rainbows over here.
Rainbows, rainbows, oh, rainbows.
And of course, Mark wins the prize every time.
Got lots of rainbowish. I tried to include a little bit of animals in here with a little animal print.
Love it.
I can't get enough of my gay bows. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Very cute.
It's the best. It's the best.
Well, these days I got to find fun wherever I can find it. A lot of times it's in my closet. So there you go.
100%. And when he says in the closet, he doesn't mean like back in the closet.
Not that closet. That one was blown up.
So welcome everybody. It is Fur Day Monday, and we animal communication and animal readings. And my name is Debbie, and this is Mark, and he's from Spirit Whisperer. And if you don't have his address, it is in the description to find him on YouTube.
There you go.
And I have been starring questions. The first two that will be read today is Dylan and Brady, since they came so early. And then we will just be randomly going through the list. So,
do you have that weird thing on your thing now that you can push that? And
yeah.
I don't know if you want to, but
and here you go.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, I like it. I like it so folks can see all the comments and so forth from both channels. And
do you want to pull some cards on a weird animal to start?
We can pull some cards on a weird animal, but I also want to pull some cards on.
I interrupted.
It's been on my mind, and I know. And since this is our since this is our time together, Mark, I want to read on. You know, they put all those barricades up around the White House and the Treasury Center, and they usually do that when major unrest is happening. There is no major unrest happening right now, but what are they what do they know that we don't know? Does that make sense? Like, why are they putting these barricades up?
Yeah, I hadn't seen.
And the streets are filled with military and all this. Like, what's going on?
Is it because of the 4th of July?
Well, so what's going on for the 4th of July? What is he? So when I read on the 4th of July last week, I got that 45 was going to pull some big old stunt that was going to push people to the edge. Like they're going to go, okay, this is the last straw. I've had it type of feel to it. Even people on the right.
Yeah.
And so,
so
I'm wondering
when it comes to
what's going on there. So hold please. My partner's calling.
Oh, hope everything's okay.
And she just hangs up when she gets totally horrified and hangs up.
She goes, "Oh no, you're on the."
I'm like, I'm on a live stream right now. She goes, "Oh, here." She comes back, so maybe she didn't hear me.
Oh, I hope everything's okay with their mama. I wonder about this thing. He's so obnoxious. Let's see if I can pick up anything on those barriers. Debbie's partner's mom is sick in the hospital, so that's where she is. So I'm just hoping everything's going okay.
Okay. So it was kind of an emergency, but not, and it does include her mom, but her mom's, I get to see her mom on Wednesday, so I'm so excited. But
Oh, good. That's
She
better.
lost her mom's fob key, and you know those are pricey.
Oh,
And she wants us to find it. So all my psychic finders in the chat right now, tell me where her fob key might be. See, kind of visualize where you might see it. And we'll give her some feedback later.
is her mom in the hospital or is she out?
She's out of the hospital, and you know, Shannon just takes care of her.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Or is helping. I think she's going to be able to be on her own. So she's doing okay right now. Mm-hmm.
Are they coming to you or are you going to them?
I'm going to them.
Okay. Great.
That's why I'm going for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now my brain's all caught up.
In a pocket. Okay. I'm going to write all these down. Thanks, guys. So, but while we're doing that, in pocket, purse, I want to read on what shenanigans is Trump going to pull. That's what my feeling is. He has some plan to come out as, and you heard Florida today in Miami push their election.
Oh,
instead of having it in 2025, they're pushing the midterms to 2026, another year from now. They just passed that. What's going on?
oh Lord.
So that these people can stay in another year.
Oh God.
But they know they're going to be voted out. So they're just like, oh, let's just make it so we're here another year.
Yeah, so you can't do anything with the midterms. I don't know, but
those folded.
The Democrats act like they have an awful lot of faith in the midterms, but I don't know. If we don't get some truth about the elections, I don't see how the midterms are going to be big turnaround. We'll see. Okay. What's going on between now and the 4th with the Oompa?
I know. Welcome 63. This is nuts. And I'm exhausted every day too. Crazy times. It's just madness.
It's very exhausting.
And Alligator Auschwitz. Yes, I like that name for it. So ridiculous.
It's all like some huge plan too, because we're just kept in the dark about everything the American people are.
Hi, Lisa Foster. Welcome. In the car. Thank you for all the, because she'll check all these places, you guys, and then I'll post where it was. Bob near front door on the floor in a shoe.
In a shoe.
I like all these places. And it could be all you guys could be right. I mean, like, it could be in any of these places.
When I lost mine, remember they turned up on top of the refrigerator, which was like just.
Oh, that's right. You found yours on top of the weird refrigerator. We thought your partner put him there.
Yeah, I still do.
By her elbow. Oh, interesting.
By her elbow.
So when she was calling me, I have to tell her to look where she's sitting. Look by your elbow. Huh? Yes. Animal questions today, Christine. Yeah. We're just doing our thing right now because it's just too much.
My cards are very weird.
Big death. Interesting. I don't know what any of that means.
I know I had to switch because the first draw is going, what the fuck? I don't understand. This one.
Yeah, it's crazy energy here with this.
this one I'm understanding more, but it seems to be not a direct answer to the question. Okay, I'm wondering, before we came on, you and I were chatting a little bit about Anonymous.
Oh.
And about how they're like they might be coming out with something any day. I heard today, like, first they were saying on the 4th, but then no, maybe it's actually before the 4th, like any minute. Now, the only reason I'm saying that again, so now I'm wondering, are they anticipating something like that? They being the Oompa Loompa. And like, are they anticipating some kind of information coming out that will create an or something? The only reason I'm saying that is because here's the 6 of Spears with the woman riding in, and the 10 of Cups, which traditionally, when I've been reading on this 10 of Cups is hidden votes down in the deep, dark recesses where nobody can see them, and they were for her. So this is this old reading that I got way back when they talked about them stealing the election from her. And the next card, Tower. So I'm wondering, is it related to some kind of information that they're anticipating? Because let's think for a minute, if there really was something to Anonymous, which I read on them a couple of days ago whenever, and my card said, looked likely they did. They were going to. And if it was big and it was about you stole these votes from this woman who was supposed to have won.
Oh, okay.
And that's a big old tower moment that has to do with who's in the White House, and that maybe this guy needs to hit the road, Jack.
Look at that. And look at them storming the tower to try to get him out, and he's not leaving.
I know. So that's very weird reading. It kind of went around the other side or something. Because I kept asking, what's on his mind? What's he planning? So why did it tell me that story?
Yeah.
The first time I didn't really make any sense out of it, and that was just a really clear story, but I don't know. What are you getting?
Okay, well, it's funny that you said Anonymous, because this card comes out. It always reminds me of Anonymous.
That's the exact face that he uses.
Yeah.
Or they.
But you have cover up and then money.
See?
The water card came out twice, because I threw before and this water card came out, and none of the story made sense, so I had to think about it some more. But anyways, the water, you have fake deaths, like, so maybe there's like.
Plus, it looks like there's a volcano in there in that water or something. What's that fiery stuff in the back?
Yeah, interesting. And then you have fake death, but they're really alive type of thing. And then you have, but something weird. You always follow the money. But I like what you have. I like what you got.
Well, that fake death and still alive, because there's that weird thing about that. What's his name's not really dead? Epstein.
Oh, Epstein.
And that he's trying to do everything to deflate or hide or, distract from those Epstein things, because apparently he's just all over in it.
All over it, yeah.
And, that weird thing, fake, but still alive. Because when I've tried to read on him, it's always weird. I can't quite get that he's dead or on the other side.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I know when I've watched Cash Peters, he has read and he never can get that he crossed over. He just, he always does those crossover things.
Yeah.
And he's read on, and he just never gets, it never goes to the, here I go. It's always like, that's so weird. So I'm wondering if there's I don't know how that could have happened, but most of the stuff they do is so shady that I don't know. But I wonder if if they're trying to do something to cover up something they're afraid that's coming out.
Yes.
And are they preparing for, I don't know if there's another march on the 4th or not. I don't think so.
Yeah, there's another march on the 4th.
Okay.
But they wouldn't, I mean, they don't care about that. Marches, people are peaceful. It's not that there's no reason for the barricades.
Right.
And in front of the Treasury, why would people storm this Treasury? I mean, I know this big horrible bill thing is horrid. Are they afraid people are just going to storm the Treasury? Go, okay, we want our money back then?
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like that thing's not gonna, there's so much scary things every day. It's something new, but I usually get like an emptiness under it. It doesn't feel like they pretend like it's all, oh, we're going out, and then there's no energy under it. It's like it's all a big makeup or something. So, I have never been so conspiratorial in my whole life.
I know, but they're making it true.
But he is a conspirator.
He is.
I was just saying that. How come it's always that? I go, this is none of it's all lies. I'm going, oh God, I can't take it. Well, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm the same way. But I'm also looking at this card that I didn't share. So it's kind of like the Tower. Mm-hmm. So
well, we know
whatever. I mean, I feel like something's coming and I don't like it.
Well, plus,
maybe it's a good thing and a bad thing for him, hopefully.
Well, that man-made disaster is him.
Maybe he is the man-made. He is the man-made disaster.
And he's constantly creating disasters of his making all the time. So that's not really news. I hope it means that we get some kind of lift from this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because even when you look at the Iran, that just came and went, and it was a big, what's happening? Somehow, somewhere, he made money off of it. I'm sure of that. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, was there any purpose? It's just everything's like what is that? A scam. It's so exhausting. I don't know how anybody could be for him. But on my last reading, when I was pretty much lies, because I'll never, and stowed the election, because I'll never stop. But I got somebody saying, well, I think you have some kind of initials, which I was going, I don't know what that means. But it was like Trump delusion syndrome or something.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going, yeah, right.
Oh gosh. Yeah. It's so crazy what the narratives that people grab onto, and we think it's funny joke, but they're like, oh, you have Trump.
Well, I'm thinking they're this thing that the reason I think he's a piece of scum is because I've made that up. No, I really based that all on the things that came from his mouth and his actions.
Exactly.
It didn't come from my imagination. I saw it and heard it and watched it and have been for a decade. So I didn't just make this up. You know what I mean? And whatever it is, believe what you want. The delusional people are the ones that think, oh yeah, Trump derangement syndrome.
Trump derangement syndrome. Right.
Yeah, that person was,
and they believe it.
Yeah, was deleted from my thing. But give me a break. Anyway, well, I don't know if we got any definitive, but
but we just know something. It's so wacky. And I'm sure it's right there in the cards, but we probably just can't grasp the madness of it.
It's harder and harder to read because there's so much untruth in it and lies.
Yeah, they're just so swirling with lies.
It's hard to figure out what's at the bottom of it. Yeah, it's difficult. I realize that I just have to trust my gut and my intuition more than what I see in the world, because it's more than ever before in my life.
Exactly.
I can't believe what I see, but
exactly. And everybody, trust your gut.
Yeah.
Don't trust what you're seeing or hearing. Trust your gut. You know what's true and what's not.
Right.
Gina says, love your t-shirt, Debbie. Thank you. This is one of my this is one of my merch that I made.
It's beautiful.
And on the back it says, I think on the back it says, yeah, Freebird Spirit.
Oh, I love that even better. Ooh, and it's on rainbow colors. But you know what? I like the neckline.
The V-neck. Yeah,
it's nice.
I don't always do the V-neck, but
it looks nice on you though.
Thank you. I just feel like, you
have a pretty.
I have to get over it, but the aging up thing that goes on.
I think your neck looks lovely. Mine, I can't even look at it. I'll throw up. Yeah, but yours looks beautiful. So I guess we better get down. They got a bunch of starred questions.
Yep, we have a lot of starred. We're going to dive into them now. Thanks for going along with us. It's so frustrating. You know what I mean? We got to get some of this stuff sometimes together. So, and I said that Dylan was first.
Yeah, I want to read on Skinwalkers someday when we have time.
Oh yeah.
Because I was watching those door cams. Ooh. There's videos on weird things caught on door cam.
Oh yes, I love those.
Yeah, and those things are weird, and I couldn't see how anybody could fake it. It looked like a weird creature, and there's several different spots. I don't know. They're weird. I was just wondering about them anyway. But let's get to what question, Dylan. My male cat Bowie keeps going after my female cat at night.
Brady wants to see you in a plunging neckline.
that would be Granny. Last video she had a pretty plunging neckline. I hope you know. She was showing some cleavage.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
All right.
She had a titty uplift or something.
Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe we can end with the Skinwalker Ranch read.
Yeah, if we have time. It's no big. I was just watching it recently.
It would be fun. It would be a nice thing to, you know what I mean?
I know. I said, let me distract myself with some cryptid videos.
Yeah, I love that. I love it.
That'd be fun. I'm a little bit weirded out though by some of them. I'm going, I don't see how anybody could have faked that. Some of them you go, that's fake or whatever, but some. So, all right. Bowie and Cat are having problems.
So my male cat Bowie keeps going after my female cat at night and won't leave her alone. What can I do to make them both more comfortable?
What's going on, Bowie?
All right, Bowie. What's going on, Bo? Oh, it's interesting because I would have thought it would be the other way around, but I feel like he's hunting. He's got that hunting feel to him. Like he's not that he's hunting her, but you know what I mean? Like kind of like when a wolf in a full moon type feel. But he just turns that way at night. But let me look into it further here.
And I'm assuming Dylan's here, but is this a rather new thing? Or has it been going on for quite a while? Feels like it's not, it's more new, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, so Dylan says he was never a bully. So
it's new behavior, yeah.
So what's going on at night? Okay. There's also, Dylan, there's some activity in your house, some spirit activity that might be new. So I don't know if you've had new people, but it would be spirit activity that you wouldn't see with your eyes.
Yeah, I feel like he sees it and he's going, wake up, look, to the other cat. He's trying to involve her in it, or like.
Also, it's an old building. Okay, because there's some prankster, I guess is what you would say. They're just more playful, I guess, or instigating energy there that is at night. And Bowie's sensitive to them and reacts to them and then attacks and then goes after Cat. That's what I'm sensing here. And I'm going to throw some cards.
I get a very good feeling about all that you just said. I also feel like he's kind of, it's almost like, wake up and do what? Look at this kind of a thing. And then she's like, stop. And he keeps doing it. But look, it's funny because I was like thinking, look at this cat. And then it's like, oh, discernment, take a closer look. Look, you're missing it. You're missing it. And it's like, look, there's this thing I'm noticing and you guys aren't seeing it or something. Oh yeah, I was just going to say that, Dylan, that I would probably burn some sage before I went to bed. And you say you do that. Because I agree, it feels like a spirit energy or energy.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
She seems like she's very focused on you. And isn't as, it seemed like her attention's on you more than, all around, especially at that time. I know. I felt like, does she sleep with you? There might be a little bit of get up. What do you move away? Change your sleeping behavior or something. What's happening? I don't think he's actually being mean. It's more wake up kind of a energy. Yeah, he sleeps with me usually. She hunts bugs. Yeah, because I did get something about his sleeping territory, or his sleeping routine is off somehow. So why? Because then I thought maybe she took his spot or something. Like all of a sudden, well, you're not in your regular spot, so I'll take it. Something like that a little bit. And he's like, well, I'm not in my regular spot because I'm watching stuff. I'm like doing something.
Yeah. Thank you, Aries, so much. And Dylan, you're right. He would never hurt her.
Yeah, I don't get
and
that.
I have to I'm going to back you up on this, Mark, because I just really feel that, again, he's seeing spirit that no one else is seeing. And they're creating this impulsive behavior that's usually not him. And he's trying to scream out, trying to to avoid disaster. He feels like this is a big deal, right? And so he's like trying to avoid this or whatever. There's some fear there he's playing out. But yeah, I again, it is spirit. I know that you're doing the sage thing. Maybe it's more, call in some of your guardians in, whether they're angels or light beings or your guides. Call them in to help support and so to create some kind of barrier that the lower level entities and spirits can't play with the cats.
Yeah, also it's like you may have, your consciousness may have shifted, like I'm expecting most of ours are. But so you're opening up more to your spiritual aspect. So maybe there's just more of that interaction, because I also kind of get like, it's kind of really, I get this every time almost, but it's sort of also related to just the energy that's going on in general. And it's it's not normal. It's unusual for the animals too. It doesn't feel like normal. It feels weird. And there's more, I don't know. I think the veil's lifting and there's more shifting in back and forth.
Yeah.
my one little kitty who's silent as a clam, Pippa, you guys never see her because she's always hiding. Now she's got this new thing where she just yowls around. She never did it before. And I'll be going, what's happening? And she just acts like I'm telling you a really important thing that's going on. And I never did this before in my life. But so my animals are all acting a little different and stuff, and acting like they see energy. And then, because my last card I posed is mystery, embrace the unknown. But see the look at looking in the mysteries, looking at the energy. So it's related to that.
Dylan says yes, yes, he does that too.
Yeah. And maybe she just isn't bothered and he kind of wants her to participate or something. Also, I feel like it's interrupted his routine where maybe he normally would just sleep the night through with you. And now all of a sudden there's this new energy that's kind of upset his apple cart a little bit, that he can't just, I don't know, it's made it different, the sleeping routine. Now the past 3 days, Buttercup, who's right here, she's always my baby, she's always touching, she always sleeps with me since the very first day. The past 3 nights, she's went to sleep in the very back room all by herself. What?
Yeah. I have to say, I'm glad you brought that up, because you guys, if you're noticing that, I think you're onto something. Luna's been crazy. The other night, literally, she was doing that crazy.
Yeah, that.
She would come in on the hour, every hour. 11:22, 12:22, 1:22, 2:22. I would look at the clock when she was coming in, and usually she just sleeps with me on the hour, every hour. That the next day I was just like, what happened? Yes.
It's something is off. They just sense that things are wacky, and they're expressing it. I think they just tell me, because like that yowling thing, this one cat, I don't think I ever heard her do that sound.
The yelling is,
that's from the deep cut, which comes out. It's like very weird. You're going, what? That was a very plaintive, like, cry. What's the problem? I'll keep asking, are you seeing something or what's going on? But you guys keep reporting that too, on the show. So it keeps coming up to me that it is sort of a thing. I don't know, if I could yell, I probably would too sometimes about some of the energy that's going on.
And then I think, well, of course she's doing that because I'm taking in all this fricked up energy of what's happening, and she's trying to release it for me, maybe. I don't know.
I know it's a little bit confounding, because I don't like Buttercup not sleeping with me. I mean, she slept with me for like years.
It's normal. Yes.
And then Alaska lays right by me. She's too big to get up on thing, but she lays right next. And then I get her, and she'll get up and try to come in, but then she goes, "But Daddy, I just can't. I got to go in." I'm going, "Okay." Well,
she's got to transmute all this energy.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird. I know. But the last 2 nights she slept at her normal. She sleeps on my legs, right on my hurt leg.
Oh yeah, of course.
You guys know how it goes. All right. So
this is more about energy and less about cat, kitty cat, female. It's not really. I don't think he's being like normal cat, like bugging her and stuff. But I don't think he actually has a grudge against her or anything. It's more about energy.
Yeah. And Tiffany, I think all our animals are feeling stuff for sure. And Dylan, we spent 30 minutes on your questions.
It's been, oh, well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. We love you guys. All right. And Brady is next.
We get to listen to foxes all night. They used to kind of sound like
goodness.
They're like a skinwalker or something when they're doing that yowling.
Oh, yeah. Get weird.
Oh, scary.
Okay. Brady, please pray for my Yeah.
I guess these are pets. Sarah.
Yes, please. Sarah, Sue-Ann. Oh, I like that. Sue-Ann. Emma, Bruce. Bruce is a girl. I love it. Love it when you name. I love the backward. I love that. Anyway, moving to Colorado, and movers stole the van full of their home. Oh,
Yeah, I know. The movers stole the van full of their home, like their stuff and everything. Please. So somebody stole your stuff out of the van? What the heck? Why are people so hideous?
people. They're people. Okay, Sarah and Sue-Ann are people. Emma's the dog, and Bruce is the cat.
Oh, I got you.
He's like, Brady's like, read the emojis.
Yeah.
Okay, your people. Your people, Sarah and Sue-Ann, still love the name Sue-Ann. I love that name so much. Emma, Bruce, moving to Colorado. The movers stole the van full of their home. Horrid, horrid, horrid. I have a nightmare story with that as well, but I'm not going to tell it right now. Please pray for their safety overall and maybe a happy ending.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay, so this is more of a prayer. All right, you guys, call to prayer for Brady's people and Emma and Bruce, and getting safely and all the things.
Yep.
All right, lifting that up, Brady. Love you.
Feels like this is enough of it. That's the monkeypox, and the rest will be okay. Is what I feel like.
Yeah. And in these situations, it's hard because we think, oh my God, this was, against, if life is happening for us, let's look for some kind of silver lining for them with this.
Right.
I don't know what it would be, but.
Well, it's better to have that happen before you started the move than some kind of big old thing happening on the road, or I guess, sometimes a smaller, I don't know, but I feel like we're going to be okay the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think so. I feel good. I don't have any red flags coming up for you, Brady, for them, Brady. It's just geez.
Yep, I know people. Bulk. No wonder I like animals better.
Yeah, Lisa, it's such a great perspective change because we can go down a depressive, angry road when things happen to us.
Right.
But if we change it and say this is happening for us, it just really shifts that narrative and the energy around it, so we can go, okay,
yep.
Release the anger, release all the things.
Yep.
As she thinks she's losing her job, and again, we think, oh, this is horrible. This is the end of our life thing, but actually, it just is for us. Let's look why, and then we get this way better job that suits us way better and all the things. So,
yep.
Marie, hello. Why do my new cats not use a wonderful cat condo and side cat bed in the sunroom by large windows and indoor plants? How long have you had them, Marie? And she's coming from your channel.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 months.
They're suspicious a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think they know what in the world we've got going on here.
It's almost like you want them to too much, and so they're going, oh no, that's suspicious. Like they're a little, but cats are weird like that. Like, how often have I bought them a brand new wonderful thing and they go, yeah, you can toss that. I don't care for that thing. I'll get them a scratch phone. They go, no, I will never scratch on it. Thanks a lot. So they do weird things like that. You get them something, they go, no thanks. But I like that bag it came in. That's a lot of fun. A little bit like that. But they're almost a little bit like it's almost too perfect. I mean, I can tell it's lovely, and a cat would be so lucky to have that space, but they're being a little obstinate. So, have a little talk to them. Tell them it's perfectly okay if they choose not to use it, but that's there for them if they like. That might change their mind because they don't like to be felt like someone's telling them what to do, or I don't know what that is, but most every time I try to tell my cat to do something, it goes, no, thank you. And then a few minutes later, it might do the thing I was asking, but it had to be them, not me. Like, I know you're dying to get in my lap, like with Meriwether. But if I try to pick her up and put her, she goes, oh no, that was the worst thing in the whole wide world. She'll get down, and then 3 minutes she'll jump up and lay down. She goes, you don't put me, you don't decide for me. I decide. And so there's a little bit of that in there.
And you're probably already done this, Marie, as far as putting like what's it, catnip on it and little treats up it and like inside so they can like find the treats or whatever to it, and then they find, oh, this is for me. I almost feel like they're not used to something like that, so they're not quite sure how to utilize it. Almost like what my team was showing me is Luna, and she loves her cat trees. I got my daughter like a little cat tree toy for her cats, and they don't go near it because they just don't. They don't play. They're hunters outside or whatever. So they just don't get it. And so, and it's like, what is that thing? And why is it? They just don't understand it's for them. So I like what you said, Mark. Go ahead and tell them this is yours. This is your toy. It's for you to sleep in, play on, whatever you want to do with it, but it's yours. And
it's kind of your choice whether you want to use it or not. I fixed it for you. It will be really enjoyable for me if you were like taking advantage of it. You might want to, Marie, just go out there and sit there in it, in the little beautiful area, as if you made it for, it wasn't just for them. It's like, I can see them looking at it like a little bit of suspicion or something. It's like, that's an awful lot of stuff for, can't trust that that's all that we can actually do that or something. I don't know. It's a little
right. And then when you set them up, they jump off and run away. They're like, you're like, this is for you. They're like,
but also, sometimes it just takes them, like all of a sudden when you forget they'll be, they'll decide to use it, on their own time. It's disappointing though when you go to a lot of effort. We used to do that a lot at the zoo. I'd come up with some big old plan to make the monkeys have fun or the tigers or something, and then go to a lot of effort, like hiding food, and then they go out and act like they don't care about it. You're going, oh great, I'd spend hours. And then at times it works great. So, but cats are notorious. You might think I don't.
They are.
I love them. I have 4, but they're notoriously ornery. In the most loving way possible.
She says, makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome, Marie. Thank you for loving on them.
Yes. Yes, of course. I bet that little area is beautiful though.
I know. It sounds really nice. I want to sit in there. Maria Marino, sorry. Hi, Mark and Debbie. Does my dog Gretchen see spirits, past loved ones in our home?
Gretchen.
Yes, I see. And well, yeah, there's more than one, but the one that's really coming forward is a man. I feel like grandfatherly, maybe. but an older gentleman. He's presenting as an older gentleman, and so I feel could be grandfather. But I see him kind of getting down like on one knee and playing or doing the things with your dog, with Gretchen, and playing and throwing invisible. You wouldn't see the ball, but Gretchen does. But you have actually, Maria, you have a lot of activity. You have a lot of ancestors hanging out with you and checking in. I also see like a grandma figure as well. And she would be in the kitchen and like kind of, she shows me kind of looking where you put stuff would be different than maybe she would have put stuff. And like, but they're all around you, so much love. I feel like she loved, that was her space, would be the kitchen. Anyway. Oh, maybe your husband, Scott. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, to answer your question, yes. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
I agree. Yeah, I think one of them is your husband, though. He comes in and out. I also wonder if something about the way he passed was particularly like funky or something. Because he kind of wants you to, move forward and not focus on his passing too much. Of course, you're going to think about everything. Or it seemed like about the way he passed. I don't know. Maybe I'm off on that. But I do feel like it's a family member. But I also feel like there's an animal spirit. I don't know if you had another dog that, or cat, could be a cat, that you had that was there when your husband was there too. But I feel like Gretchen sees your husband, but also this other animal that's visiting. Yes, the way he passes is horrible.
Okay.
I wonder about that because he just seemed to say, please don't try not to just think of that as the thing, because he can, see that stands in your mind.
My grand dog, Tyson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a little dog that comes around. They might come in together too sometimes.
I see them all there.
Yeah.
You have an active house, Maria. Do you hear bumps and stuff?
Yeah, because they're like, yeah, we're part of the family. We belong here. We're like actual. They feel positive. I don't feel like scary monsters or nothing. It's more like loving energy, checking in on you, and of course the dog sees it and is aware of it. But this other little dog too comes in there. It's very cute.
Okay, so yes, my son and I see things move and hear things all the time. Yes.
Yep. Yep.
How wonderful! You're so loved, and I'm so sorry for all your loss.
That's my phone going off in the back room. Whoa, Lord!
I love that.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, giving you a big hug, Maria.
It's like your husband enjoys that kind of thing. Like he likes that the dog recognizes it or something. So, and I wouldn't be. He's like moving stuff and things. He likes the idea that you might recognize him energetically. Even though he's still not there physically, he really wants to say, yeah, but I'm still here. And like spirit is a thing. And I think he goes, he tries to do what he can do as spirit in the physical world. So he likes that aspect of sometimes he says it's not haunting. He goes, sometimes people might call it like that, but it's just that there's things you're capable of on the other side. And I like to interact with you in that way. He goes, and I think with your child too, I can still communicate with you. It's very interesting. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
There might be a new
Also, Maria,
he
to
was a prankster.
he was a prankster. To open up your own abilities, your own mediumship abilities would be cool. All right.
And you might all of a sudden be having another dog. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'm going back and forth between panels. Let's see. That one was on mine. So now we go back to yours.
I didn't even really look at any of them. I'm just leaving it all up to your wisdom.
Leaving it up to me.
As usual.
Okay. Leslie.
What?
I feel like we haven't read on yours in a while, so. Okay. We lost our Andrew dog about 3 years ago, and we only have our little dog, Emma, now. Is she enjoying being the queen of the house, or would she like another sibling? She also has spinal issues. Well, first I just have to say my dog was named Emma too, and my Emma was a healer. She had healer energy. I wonder if yours does too.
And Andrew.
Emma means healer, actually. The name Emma. Anyway, okay. Andrew. Oh, I love Andrew. He was playful. When he was young, and I feel like he had a playful spirit. Okay. Emma. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I think she'd be open to having another dog. It's what I'm hearing now is like she would like to introduce a new dog that you would have for when she goes, in a way. Not saying she's going to go tomorrow or anything, but it's almost like raising a little new dog, helping a new dog fit into the family the way it should be, sort of being there to teach it and welcome it in. So I think she's open to it. Most likely, she's open to like a little one, like a pup, open as what is it?
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's why it's going around in your head that maybe another one's coming in, or you're wondering about if she would like it. I don't know. I'm wondering. Let me just ask this. Is it Andrew trying to come back? Or is it just another soul? So, you said, would you like another sibling? Yeah, but it's less a sibling than mama, baby kind of a thing. So she'd be more of a teacher than a sibling, I think. She's a little bossy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. She wants to be the teacher.
That makes sense, sir. And that's kind of what I was feeling. If you choose to go this route, it's a yeah. I mean, I get a yes that absolutely, and she would like to be that role. She'd like to play that role and instruct a new dog on how to be in this family.
Yep.
You may see it as being bossy and bitey here and there, but it's all about training. She'll be a good trainer.
Right.
It won't be like you said, Mark. It won't look like sibling love all the time. Although there will be some cuddling here and there.
Yeah. She'll be like the alpha, though. She'll be like the boss one, pretty much. But I feel like it's appropriate. It's possible it could be Andrew returning. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. But I do feel like there's a little puppy likely to be in your, in your awareness pretty soon. I don't know if you've already been looking at them, but there may already be one kind of, in your sights or getting close to be visible. Feels like. I think that's why it's on your mind.
And it doesn't have to be like a brand new puppy, but
right, just younger.
A younger dog. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would get probably less than a year though, if you can. Now I pulled this card twice, and this looks like the little dog that's in heaven resting. So he's like pulled out twice to say, to make himself known in this reading. So this could be, my rest is over, I'm ready to come back. So just keep your mind open to that. And certainly if the puppy comes along and something about it reminds you of Andrew, listen to that and pay attention.
Yes. I love Andrew. He's got a good spirit.
I'm not sure if she's going to like an older dog. You can try it. She said, we've been looking at older dogs. I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I feel like anything younger than her would be okay.
Yeah.
All right, Aries Rainbow Child. Again, thank you for donating. That is very kind. Could you do Tiger the Orange Cat? Any message for me? Is he happy with life? Okay, so there's Tiger in the picture, and I feel like we read on the other one the last time.
That one kind of has like a little Hitler mustache. The other one does.
That's who we read on last week, I think.
Yeah. Ariel. So now we're looking.
She's 11. So I think you'd be fine with a 2 or 3 year old. They're still puppy-ish, and she would still be in charge. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like anything younger.
She's kind of looking to raise something to be there when her time comes to go. She's trying to set that up in a way. So that's in there. And it's possible that she's working on this with Andrew a little bit. So, you just have to keep that in your mind, because that might be something that will click when you're looking at little dogs or whatever kind, and see if something like that clicks with you. Okay. Yeah.
So Tiger. Let's tap into Tiger here. Tiger.
He looks mighty cute in that picture, and mighty.
He does.
What is it when you keep seeing 2-2, Debbie? I meant to ask you that a while ago when you were talking about 122, 222, 322. What are the twos energy?
Well, it can mean a lot of things, but when you see a sequence of numbers all the time, it's a lot about paying attention, or know that spirit's with you. There's it's a positive thing, and just be aware that things are moving in a good way or whatever.
Okay.
But also it's more to me, especially when Luna's waking me up at the 22. I need to be aware of something.
Right.
And then, but 2, the number 2 is a lot about coming together, uniting, collaborate, all that together. Like all that. Mm-hmm.
I know. And for me,
being adaptable. Yeah. So there's a lot of meanings behind it, but.
Okay. And I have a 22 life path, but like the past couple of weeks, I can't even tell you how many times I've looked at the clock when it was 2:22 in the morning or in the afternoon, and like repeatedly, where I'm going, what? Okay, this is the 7th time it's been 2:22. So I was just wondering about it. I just kept seeing it like 2:22 in the morning or 2:22 in the afternoon. And then also 1:22 or 3:20, but there would be a 22 every time. So it's very weird. I felt like it was kind of talking about, well, you're in the in the groove.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Look at Luna coming in now that we were talking about her.
and so we're just like, confirming that you're in the groove, maybe. Hi there, pretty little Luna. You look awful pretty today, Luna. Did you clean up just for us? Look at her little face. Did you do a nice cleaning today for us? She goes, Mark, I will slap your face.
Oh.
Look at her. She's so cute. I love her.
You're all love. You're all
Hi, honey. So it says, my mom is probably getting ready for another trip.
Oh, she sees the suitcases. She's not happy.
No.
Hi, Tuta. Aw. So, Tiger, back to Tiger. Poor Rainbow. She's like, what's going on? All right.
I think he's pretty happy. He has a pretty strong personality. Like, I feel like he's pretty different than his little cat mate or whatever. He has a pretty strong, this is me, kind of out there. It's interesting because then I just pulled this little innocence look through fresh eyes, and there's a little tiger kitty. But it's like he does have his own individual way of doing things.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Yes, and he's cute and innocent and funny and all that. He's like a little ball of fun. So, yeah, I think he's happy with life. He kind of takes it as it comes. And he has this, happy-go-lucky kind of energy. I love him quite a bit. He seems very lovable, but he also seems like maybe a little bit instigator or a little bit, I'm doing something, that you would notice, that kind of thing. He likes to be noticed, probably more so than the other one, maybe. Although I think they get along pretty good if that black and white one's still there with you. Feels like they're buddies, but they're also very different. Of course, that's not
very different, and I love that. I love that for you, Rainbow, because how fun is that? However, and again, your question, is he happy? Yes, he is very happy. He is showing me that, he likes his spot, and he doesn't like it if someone else is in his spot, or, so when it's, he's just he likes his way. Like, I think you were saying something about that. But the way he is showing me is he's showing me this particular spot, maybe in a window or something, but that's his spot. And don't put anything there, and don't allow any other cat to go there. You know what I mean? That's his spot. So he loves that. He likes his individuality. I think that's what he's saying. So he likes his own time with you. So if you have a certain thing, I know that they're different kitties. He has his different way of being with, and so it might not look the same, but to him, it is a, sorry about Luna. It's important to him, that alone time. So even if it is just 2 minutes a day, and he's like in your, whatever it is, whether you're just saying hi to him and you have a special name for whatever it is, he recognizes it as a special time with you, and that's important to him.
Yeah, and he likes his friend. They're good buddies.
Oh my gosh.
And they like each other. He also might instigate or be a little bit bratty or playful, with her. But he has a very strong sense of himself, and pretty confident. And he's just going to be him. He likes it there, but I like this cute card. It's another tiger kitty.
Oh my gosh, you keep getting all the tiger kitties.
I got 2 others too, but expectation, expect the best. So, he's kind of full of himself. He expects to be treated well. Like Debbie is saying too, this is my bed. I expect it to be my bed. I don't want other people in it. I'm going to be a great cat, and I expect it to be treated like that. He also might be just a little bit snooty, a little bit.
Yeah, he likes his own. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes himself. He's pretty confident. That's that confidence. I feel like he's he might be more confident than the other kitty. But it's cute. It's another little orange tabby. And he also just says, you know, is he happy? Yeah, he's happy. Accept the gift. He loves being there. He's happy. He wants his special attention though too. That's just about Tiger. You know, so we're all good together, but I want my little special. This is Tiger's time too. Anyway, very cute. Love him.
Beautiful.
He's very happy. There's no
Yeah,
reason.
he is. He is. Rainbow. How can he not be? He's with you.
Spoiled rotten cat. Yeah.
All right, you guys. We only have 25 questions left.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Always.
We love you. And please don't take it personal if we didn't get to your question today. We go back and forth on both channels, and we do the best we can.
I was looking at my boxes that these came in, which I found them where I put them. I hadn't seen them long. And then I realized they come with booklets, even though I never looked at them or anything.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, too. I can't find my boxes for them.
I found it because I cleaned out this mess. And I went, oh, look, there's the boxes. And then I went, oh, look, these came with books. I didn't even ever look at them. But I wonder what the booklet said. Anyway.
I know. I wonder. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I might have to look at them now after I've been using them for so long. Wonder what they say. Anyway, I just want to say that because people always ask me about these cards. I was going to say, well, they actually come with the book too. So
that's cool. So thank you to Gina and Lisa Foster moderating today. I appreciate you. And we do appreciate all the donations. That does help us, and it helps us keep doing what we do.
Yep.
And so we appreciate that. But we also are so grateful for you and how you love your fur babies. That's everything to us. So keep it up and be blessed. And we will see you again. And so you'll see, you'll be with Mark for the next couple of weeks. And
yeah, it's going to be, out on a toot, playing with family and stuff like that there. I'll be here.
Thank you, Leslie.
Holding down the fort. Also, this Thursday, I'm on the Meeting of the Medium show with Diana Bowles and
cool.
Allie Martin. I love me some
Nice.
Diana.
That's a great show. Yeah, you guys don't miss it.
Reading with her, and that will be 5:30 this Thursday Eastern. Okay.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm heading out on Wednesday.
Hey, is what's her flick there? Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
yep.
Yeah, I thought maybe the next time you guys together, maybe she'd gotten moved. But
yep, all moved in, and she started work today. So.
Oh, good. Yay, Lisa! I'm so glad.
Yay! And she'll be taking care of Luna when I'm gone.
Oh, well, that makes me feel a little better too.
Oh yeah, it's so great. I'm so relieved, you guys. So nice.
Terrific. Just so that Axel doesn't come over.
Axel would be terrified of Luna. Charlie is when I'd be worried about. Charlie and Luna. Yeah. That would be a true cat fight.
Yeah. Luna's pretty confident being the only cat.
100%.
She got everything worked out, little sweetie.
She sure does. She would not be open to any siblings. All right, you guys. We'll see you all next time. Love, love, love you. Bye. Boop. And